How do you know if a college soccer coach is even looking for players? I got this text from a college coach. Hey man, how are you? I got a new job looking for players. Awesome. He told me where and I said awesome. So when a college coach tells me that they're looking for players, I look through the players that I'm working with and I say, which one of these players should reach out to that coach? I do not reach out to that coach for you. Okay, I'm not an agent. You're not allowed to have an agent in the NCAA process. There are recruiting companies who claim, hey, we'll connect you to so-and-so, but I don't like how that process works, so I don't do it that way. It is way more efficient that you reach out to the school and you gain their interest. Now, will it be nice to be gently pushed as to which schools you should reach out to? Yes. And so I'm going to gently push you and tell you, hey, you should reach out to this school, you should reach out to that school, because I've heard through the grapevine that this school is looking for a player, etc., etc. And I really like this coach and I think you'd be a good fit and you should talk to that coach. So that's what I want to do with my students. It's really important that you guys speak to somebody you know, whether it's your coaches, your club team, your college director. Frankly, I'm so frustrated with all your club teams. None of them do enough to actually get you recruited. This is how I started working with my students because the club process is not working for many of you. So now I help you. Knowing which college coaches are looking for players is difficult. It's on top of that, knowing if you would even like that school. So this is why I have all my students start with what's called a basically mass email list, meaning we're going to identify quite a few schools, 50 to 100 schools to start with, right? That's the beginning of the process. And we're going to talk about how do we narrow down that list. But we do have to start broad. And the reason you have to start broad is because you don't have the privilege of choosing which college soccer team you want to play for. When you start the process, you have a 0% chance of playing college soccer. Then you work hard, you start to give it more and more chances. Then you start to get interest and offers. Once you have interest and offers, then you can get picky. I don't want to go to that school, I want to go to this school. But when you start the process, you are a nobody who deserves absolutely nothing until you've earned it. So all of my students start off with this massive list. Some schools they don't want to go to, some schools they've never heard of, but they told me they want to play college soccer. So if you want to play college soccer, you have to be open to all those schools at the beginning of the process. Also, we're going to use a lot of those schools in order to help you get leverages and offers from the other schools that you do want. The college soccer world is really small. So once one coach knows you, another one coach knows you, and so on and so forth, and it's a very small world. Also, these coaches change jobs. So if you start your sophomore year, then, oh my gosh, it's amazing because by the time you're a senior, the assistant coaches have become head coaches and now you've had connections with them and then they remember you and then they want to bring you to their new team and it's amazing. The other way to know if a coach is looking for players is you ask them, but you can't be like, are you looking for a player? You have to say, are you looking for X position for the class of X? Coaches tend to like that question because it's a good one. They're always looking for a certain position, but there is one extra hard part. If you're asking this time of year, which now it's the summertime, we're in June, and you say, are you looking for this position? They're hopefully going to say yes, but also they have the fall season coming up and they're going to wait to see exactly what they need after the fall season. So sometimes they'll be like, we're looking for this position. We really need this. Then the fall season happens. One of the players, they switched positions, played really well, and now they don't need that position anymore. So this is why the recruiting process often doesn't get finished until after the season, which is like November, December. If you want more help, give me a ring. Links in the bio, and I want to help you guys play college soccer.